ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
In my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies, make money, 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 money.
It's hard out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It's Alex, the fantasy football hustler, back at you, bringing you another episode of Elevated Sports Trash Talk. And yeah, we're going to be talking some trash about NBA free agency. And we're going to be talking, we're getting back into the IDP divisional depth chart breakdown. We're going to be covering the AFC West. We're going to get that going a little bit later in the show. Let's see who's all up in here in the chat. We got our man Emil in the house. What up? What up? Shout out to Canada. Devo said, bring back my Sonics. I'll watch that. Man, they need to bring back the Sonics. That'd be super cool. Jamie, what up, bro? Tino in the house. What up? What up? Jamie said, show me the money. Where is it? Hold on.
Show me the money.
Let's get it. All right. Here we go. Let me pull this up here. Let's see. Where's the beginning of NBA free agency? Let's see. Looks like the way that I'm getting it here is the brand newest stuff through the oldest stuff. So I guess we'll do that. Emil. Yeah, right. Emil, Paul George got the bag. Yeah, what was it? What was his Yeah, let's go see, because I know it was a fat one. Pause. 4 years, 212 mil for Paul George. Let's go see what that averages to per year. I mean, it's over 50, obviously. 53 a year. Paul George getting quarterback money over there. He said, well deserved. And he got the bag. Devo said, yeah, just NBA signed a bunch of new contracts. Amazon and a bunch of others looking to expand, I think. Hell yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Jalen Smith going to the Bulls, 3 year, 27 mil. Let's see. Wiggins reached a deal with OKC, 5 years, 47 mil. Isaiah Joe staying with the Thunder. Luke Garza going to the Timberwolves. Let's see. Eubanks going to the Jazz. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here was a big one from yesterday. James Harden. Clip show. 2 years, 70 mil. 2 years, 70 mil. James Harden's going to be with the Clippers. Emil said, where do you think Klay Thompson signs? Man, it better not be the fucking Lakers. It better not be the Lakers, because that's kind of where I think, like, as soon as Klay's name starts circulating, LeBron James, all of a sudden, I'll take less money if we get Klay. So we'll see. What's everybody else think? Where's everybody else think that Klay's potentially going to be landing in the chat? Let's see what else we got here. Chris Paul signing with the San Antonio Spurs after he got waived by the Warriors. Oh yeah, after he got waived by the Warriors. Let's see. Ooh, Emil said Klay should come to my Raptors. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think people want to go. I mean, I'm not saying people don't want to go up to Toronto, but man, That must suck, like being in Toronto and having to go back and forth between America all the time. I wonder if like on their chartered planes, if it's like a lot easier than what it is for like normal people. I'm assuming so, right? Everything's easier for them than normal people. Let's see. Caldwell Pope going to Orlando, 3-year deal. Derek Jones Jr. going to the Clippers, 3 years, 30 mil. Let's see. I don't even know who this is. Kelly Aubrey going to the 76ers, 2 years, 16 mil. What? Kevin Love going to the Heat on a 2-year, 8 mil deal? What? Man, he must be a super shell of himself right now if he's just getting 2 years, 8 mil. Jamie said, I think Bronny could be an all-star in the WNBA. Maybe he could switch genders. I think that's D Wade's son, right? He's the one who's going through a transformation. Let's see. Bakes in the house. What up, Bakes? Hey, we're talking NBA free agency right now. We're going to get into the IDP divisional depth chart breakdown in a little bit here. And we're doing AFC West today. I didn't put it. I'm not going to, when we do the IDP depth chart, divisional depth chart breakdown, I'm not going to put it in the titles or anything. I'm just going to get the footage and then go create its own video. But anybody who's here live, you catching it live. Let's see. Jonas Valanciunas, 3 years, 30 mil. Some role player money. Bake said, for show, Raiders. Let's see. What else? Obi Toppin, 4 years, 60 mil for the Pacers. Who are some of the other big name free agents that are left? I'm going to go search. Who are some other NBA free agents still available? DeMar DeRozan. Let's see. LeBron's a free agent. Get out of here. So they say he's got it's a player option though. I mean, yeah, so he's technically there. I wonder what LeBron does. I wonder if LeBron resigns, stays with the Lakers. And it's because he opted out, right? So yeah, we're gonna see what changes around. He had the max contract. It was like what, 51, 52 mil, something like that. Let's see. OG Anunoby, Isaiah Hartenstein, DeMar DeRozan, James Harden already signed. Caldwell Pope signed. Klay Thompson. Tobias Harris, he didn't re-sign or anything, right? Tyus Jones. Tina said OKC didn't make any fancy moves, but they look like a threat this season. I mean, wasn't OKC like one of the top seeds last year? I mean, yeah, they re-signed some guys. They didn't, yeah, nothing fancy, but they're getting it done. And Tina said, wouldn't it be hella funny if LeBron got his son on the Lakers and then leaves, just retires? Yeah, just fuck it. I don't even need to play anymore. we did what we came here to do. Let's see. Emmanuel Quickly from the Raptors. D'Angelo Russell for the Lakers says player option. Malik Beasley. Those are the top 15, and a handful of those guys have already signed. Yeah, let's see what happens over the next few days. Could be very, very interesting. Get a little shakeup in the NBA. And yeah, everyone's just waiting to hear what LeBron's going to do. Just like always, we're waiting to hear what LeBron's going to do. Oh, man, super funny. All right, don't even get me started on LeBron and Bronny. Well, while we got a bunch of people here hanging out, I got to show everybody the glass blowing competition that I'm going to be helping Jerome Baker drop here on YouTube. going to be a super, super dope competition that everyone's going to want to watch. Let me see. Let's throw it up here.
This is Tommy Chong. We have invited
Tommy
12
Chong.
of the most legendary glass blowers in the world to take part in a dope competition. Operation Pipe Dreamers.
How do you prepare for a competition like this?
Weeks and weeks of stress and heartache.
I smoke a lot of weed when I prepare for any competition. I do bong hits and percolate magical ideas.
Everything I've done is built up to this. There's only so much you can fake, you know what I mean? Got the lights on you, you gotta either perform or you don't.
There's 12 people here, and most of them do different techniques, and so I think you just try to be creative. Like, I'm just gonna go do what I do every day.
Everybody kind of covers a different facet of a character, of individual that represent us as the Piper movement, as a pipe culture, and makes people think.
People are gonna get to see the true culture of pipe making a little bit more in depth and like get to feel like what we're all about, you know?
Start your torches.
In the end, somebody does go home with $10,000. And not only that, they go home with the flame of ancestral knowledge. Awesome trophy created in Maui. And also they got a killer custom jacket by West Coast Leathers. Amazing. The champion jacket. You can see in his left hand, he's got that blow tube set up and he's on a perfect axis.
Sit there and try not to shake. It's hard when you're trying to land something very precise.
There's a lot of discipline involved in what we do. If you didn't like really stay laser focused, you're gonna blow shit up and make a mess.
Less than a minute, he's gonna straighten the bottom out. A perfectionist.
It's gotta get in there first, guys.
With a spot in the championship on the line, a lot is riding on the judge's decision.
Oh yeah. This is the dime piece right here. Color usage, amazing. The stained glass, when you look at it through the light, I mean, just pops. Gonna be some stiff competition.
When it gets crunch time, you just gotta deliver.
You can tell it's the brain, the eyes, in the hands of a master.
We're on our way to glory right now. There will be one winner.
Derek, salute. What up? What up? All right. Yeah, we had some NBA free agency trash talk. Derek, any moves, any NBA moves that you even cared about? Let's see. All right. All right. Emil said, Kyle Shanahan said he's reducing CMC's workload. We have to read through the lines of what he said. I don't remember I don't even remember if he exactly said it like that. I think the way that he said it is we have to save CMC from himself because CMC would want the ball every single play. So are they going to reduce his workload from last year to this year? Let's go see what his workload actually was. Let's see. 272 rushes and 84 targets. Let's go see where the rushes stack, because it's not the pass catches, right? It's like the rushes. And even that, what's 272? He didn't play the last game, or he didn't play one game. I mean, it's 17 rushes a game. Let's go see. Let's see where he was amongst the carry leaders in 2023. He was right behind Derrick Henry. So Derrick Henry had 280. Christian McCaffrey had 272. Rashad White had 272. Travis Etienne 267. Joe Mixon, 257. Najee Harris, 255. And Tony Pollard, 252. Those are the only guys over 250. I feel like even if they do reduce it, like they can't reduce it that much. Like no matter what, Christian McCaffrey, assuming health, is gonna have to be in the top 10 of NFL carries. I feel like there's no way that he gets him outside of the top 10. And let's see what number 10 was last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So last year, 10th in carries was James Cook, 237. So what's that? That's that's 35 difference. That's 35 carries difference. So what would that be? Let's break it down. If Christian McCaffrey gets 2 less carries per game and he gets 15 carries per game instead of 17, I don't think any of us are going to be losing our shit. I think he would be efficient either way, and I feel like his pass catching is just gonna keep him up there. So no matter what, like, would anybody trip if he had 15 carries a game instead of 17? Let's say he only plays the 16 games. That'd be 240 carries. You mix in 80 to 90 targets, even let's say 70 to 90 targets. Let's say he takes a drop in the targets a little bit. Super easy for him to kind of duplicate the numbers that he did with less touches. We know he could be hell of efficient. What's he gonna say? So upset. Sixers got my boy. Who is that? Paul George? Is that who you're talking about? They said, I hate the Philly sports team. Is that who you're talking about? You're talking about Paul George? Got the buku dollars, 53 a year. And Tina said the curse has already begun. Well, I think they know about the curse. The curse is real, and they got to combat it. That's what it is. Hollywood in the house. What up, Hollywood? Emil said if Ayuk leaves, that's more targets for CMC. Addition by subtraction, right? That's all that we can think is if Ayuk leaves. And and first off, I don't think Ayuk's leaving. Like, I really don't. I feel like if anyone leaves, it's going to end up being Debo. And because we would be talking about a trade here. And shit, Ayuk, they drafted him in the first round. And Tino said, on a side note, Zeke's carries may go up. Let's see. Let's see where'd Zeke. Zeke's not even in the top, like, I don't know, top nothing over here. Let's see. We gotta scroll to the next page, see if we can find him. 184. That's a smooth 10 carries a game. Let's see. Derek said, yes, Paul George. Yes, original pacer. Yes, sir. Okay. Paul George, same birthday. Nice. Da Vinci, what up, bro? He said Cavs need to trade Jay Allen for a wing. But who are they going to be trading Jay Allen to, though? I feel like basketball trades really don't happen that often. Am I right? I know that, of course, like, trades happen. But this is really the time when an NBA trade would happen, right? Like a couple months before everything really gets kicked off. We got some new free agents signing into different places right now. New some old faces in some new places. All right. Yep. Derek said, me, Crispy, Paul George, The Rock, May 2nd. All great people. Yes, sir. Who was damn, it wasn't Paul George who was blowing into someone's ear, was it? Who the hell was the pacer who was blowing into someone's ear? You remember that? And was it LeBron? I can't remember who the hell it was. He was blowing sweet nothings into his ear. Who the hell was that, Derek? Because it was the It was the Pacers. I know you remember. And like his face on the meme, because it was like so many different memes. Like, remember the 50 Cent, like shitty, Lance Stevenson. There we go. Thanks, Da Vinci. That face of him blowing into whoever's ear was it. I feel like it was LeBron, but I could be wrong about that. Remember, it was like every single meme that was out there. Okay, it was LeBron. Okay, it was LeBron. And yeah, Stevenson. Yeah, I know Stevenson was spelled wrong, but yeah, I know who it is. It's all good. Say this ain't English class. As long as we know what you're talking about, it's all good. And his face got used for so many memes that year. I remember the bullshit 50 Cent like pitch where he threw out, where he just threw it wide left, and they had Stevenson's face there. And then the one where they had the Nintendo 64 cartridge, and he was blowing hot air on the N64 cartridge. Classic memes, man. That one got turned into so much. Hey, Kidda in the house. What up? What up, Kidda? Haven't seen you on a morning show for a little while, bro. What's going down? You got the day off? Kidda? Yeah. July 1st. Let's get it. Yeah, Lance Stevenson was nice for us. Yeah, I mean, he was nice during those years for sure. And Da Vinci said that Pacers team, top 5 team. Well, I know you said your favorite. Damn, your favorite top 5 teams of all time. Why though? Why didn't they beat LeBron? I mean, that one of the reasons. Why? But yeah, very, very interesting. Why is that one of your? Why is that one of your top 5 favorite teams of all time? That's so interesting to me. Let me see. I know we got the first of the month on here somewhere. Where is it? There we go. And man, like Reggie even made Mike. Remember when he made Michael Jordan snap on him? Michael Jordan was about to break his neck, and Reggie's, I don't know what got into him. That winning time with Reggie and Spike Lee and all that. That's definitely one of my favorite ESPN 30 for 30s. It's such a good story. I mean, it's crazy how good a storyline could be about a team that did not even win the NBA championship. And yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. I love that one. So Reggie's the reason why I'm a Pacers fan. I feel it, bro. I feel it. Tino said Larry Bird, the GOAT trash talker. He might be, because like, the motherfuckers used to hate when Larry was talking shit. You know it, because Larry was like, oh, you're going to let this white boy bust your ass? Like, man, like, yeah, Larry was using the white card to like make motherfuckers feel inferior out there. You're getting balled up by a white guy right now. And not too many people are able to use trash talk like that. Back it up and then be ready to fight as well. And man, they had some hitters like on that squad as well. You weren't punking the Celtics like that. There's some big ass white boys out there. Said motherfucker would tell you off the glass. Oh yeah. Larry's calling glass for sure. And that has to piss you off, right? Because then you're looking at it to make sure that it hits, and then it hits. Don't forget about the Pacers versus Detroit Pistons with the fan. What was that called? The Malice in the Palace, right? Woo! Greatest moment in history. I was watching live, man. Fucking wild, dude. Fucking wild. Reggie was on that team. Okay. Derek said Ron Artest started it. Meta World Peace wouldn't do that. Yeah, man. Ron Artest, fuck, man. And Jermaine O'Neal hit the fan on the court. Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. Like, I don't even remember not Lance Stevenson. What's the dude who's on the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes? Damn, something Stevenson, right? Damn, Jack Stevenson? Steven Jackson. What? No. Yeah, Steven Jackson, right? Also involved in it, right? Yeah, there we go. Steven Jackson. Yeah, hit the fan. That was hitting Ron Artest from behind. Yeah, man. I mean, we're never gonna see anything like that again. We never will. That was just fucking crazy. That was fucking crazy. Yeah, Steven Jackson. And what a story. What a story to be able to live through, come out on the other side of it. And yeah, just very, very Very, very insane. We are never seeing anything like that. The malice in the palace. Yeah, the fan that was hitting Ron Artest from behind was the one that threw the beer. Yeah. And like, yeah, Ron Artest was beating up the wrong fan. What the hell? Man, come on, Meta. And what was it? They threw a beer bottle, and like, is that why they don't have bottles anymore, right? It was straight up beer bottle that got thrown at him. And then he starts hitting the wrong guy. I didn't know that part of it. Man, starts beating up the wrong guy. Fucked up, man. Totally fucked up on that one. All right, let's see. I'm trying to get everything ready here. We're gonna get into some IDP divisional depth chart breakdowns. Derek said Steven Jackson was the one beating up the right one. Hey, Jack ain't no punk, man. Man, it's really cool hearing Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson stories from back in the day. And because I mean, I'm sure they're not telling everything about everything. It's not like they're out there just like, just snitching on people or nothing. But it's cool that they get to go tell their stories and people opening up more about like when they were using weed, when they were playing, and how it was actually on Sleeper. Never even set up a basketball league on Sleeper, but I'm sure that's the one we'd be using. Damn it. Got my nice Jerome Baker here. Fucking clogged it. Derek said Ron was mad because Ben Wallace just picked him up and then laid there on the score table, and the fan threw the beer. Said he went after. So he went after the fan, not Ben Wallace. So, I mean, I'm sure as far as like who he thought he could beat up, I punked him. I said, out of the fan and Ben Wallace, I'm sure the fan seemed like easy money when he was talking about picking a fight. I mean, Ben Wallace was savage back in the day. Man, that Detroit Pistons team kind of showed how trash the East was at the time. Because I know that team was good. I mean, shit, they beat LA and they won the championship, right, in 04. But that Lakers team was kind of whack, even though it did have a Karl Malone and a GP and a Kobe. I don't know if they had Shaq at that point or if he left. They still might have had Shaq. But it's like those were the only guys that they had on the team. That was the first, I think, like they tried to build a super team, but it was like they built it of all old ass motherfuckers. So it just didn't. I mean, it almost worked. Derek said Pistons was mad because they was blowing them out for sure. I mean, yeah, the Pistons, their rise was very, very short in the early 2000s. And yeah, they fell off a cliff hella fast. We were a better team that year than the Pistons, but the whole team got suspended that year after that fight. I believe it, right? I mean, anybody who wasn't sitting down somewhere, I'm sure got in trouble, and like everybody was up scuffling, right? What a crazy fucking scenario. What a crazy scenario. The malice in the palace. Did they do a 30 for 30 on that? Did we get I know there's some doc or something that gave us like behind the scenes like footage of that, right? I know we got something like that. And before we get in to the AFC West IDP divisional depth chart breakdown, I need you guys to go show some love on the AFC East division that we just did. Go hit the like and comment on this video, por favor. Get some more people watching it. Because the 420 crew, if they watch it and they like it, you guys watch it, you guys like it, it's going to lead to more people watching it and liking it. So do me that solid. Hit that thumbs up. Throw in a comment. Appreciate you guys. And we are Gonna get down to biz here really very shortly. Share this screen up in here. Make sure we get this the right size before we start. You're the man, Derek. Yes, sir. I know you commented already. You the man. All right. There we go. Get this ready here. Smoke another bowl. This will be like the yeah, I feel like I got to do this on the morning show because then we'll be able to get through it a little bit faster. I mean, we got 7 more divisions to do. 7 more divisions to go. 6 after this one. All right. Sweet, so good. Which one was this one? Apple fritter, apple tart. All right. Someone in the UK. He's in Scotland, actually. Not letting them pay. Letting them know you can send me your email and I can send you a link to pay. And any money you win, I can send through PayPal. There we go. Derek said all the fans that got beat up sued Steven Jackson, Ron Artest, Jermaine O'Neal. Fuck yeah, they did. Fuck yeah, they did. I don't remember. Did they get paid for that? I mean, I feel like they probably would, right? I mean, probably not going to get a buku bag or anything like that, but that's what those motherfuckers want, man. They want to start some bullshit, so you hit them, then they sue you. Remember, just like Eddie Murphy's like, we got in the fight in the discotheque, punches going here, people throwing there, and he was like, and then everybody sued me. That they got paid. Yeah, I mean, had to, right? I mean, even if it was, I wonder if the NBA had to pay any money, like for that at all. Whether it's lawyers or legal fees or like anything of that nature. What if the NBA was liable for any of that? But yeah, that's we're never gonna see anything like that ever happen again. The malice in the palace. Just so fucking insane. All right. Let's get ready for this IDP divisional depth chart breakdown. So we're doing the AFC West today. We're going to do the AFC North next. If anybody has any questions along the way, feel free to throw them in. All right. And we're going to start. We're going to start with the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, we're going to start with the Chiefs. So I went to a Sixers game when they all came back against the Pacers. I was near the front. The fan next to me was just hit me, Steven, out during a foul shot. Oh, man. Steven was like, nah, I ain't doing that again. Yeah, you got to catch me outside. How about that? All right. Here we go. Whew. Damn it, that was a good one. Woo. Yeah, fan shut straight up. Hell yeah. Fucking idiot. Come on, punch me. Punch me in the face. All right. Here we go. Derek, I was young and wild then. I feel it, bro. Gotta get some wild shit going down. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Let me switch it. Here we go. What up? What up? It is Alex, the fantasy football hustler. We are back with some IDP action, and we are doing an IDP divisional depth chart breakdown. If you did not see the NFC East video, go watch that on the channel. Maybe the link will be up there somewhere as well. We are breaking down the AFC West here, and we are going to be starting with the champs. Let's start with the champs here. And one of the players here, I mean, a lot of I'm not going to say negative stuff, but he's fallen off so much in the drafts and the value compared to the previous years. And it's because he got hurt last year. Nick Bolton, that's someone who I'm targeting in every single draft that I can, because previously over the last couple of years, you got to get him as a top 4 LB. A lot of times a top 4 IDP option in general. Now it ain't nothing like that. Like, you can get him around LB 12. I've seen him go even after that as well. So Nick Bolton, an oldie but a goodie. I mean, he's not even super old. He's just it seems like he was on top for so long that this one season of him sucking because he got injured, and it was to his hand, wasn't to his legs or anything like that. Yeah, Nick Bolton, better go pick him up if you're able to in your drafts this year. Now, one of the other guys who's really hyped on this squad is going to be George Karlaftis, a guy they picked in the second round a couple years ago. I feel like I would rather have George Karlaftis over Chris Jones. I feel like we are going to get a bigger breakout this year than last year from Karlaftis. And you really don't want anybody else on that line besides Karlaftis and Chris Jones anyways. And Chris Jones being the interior defensive lineman, he gets a bunch of sacks, but there's so many times where he's getting double teamed and triple teamed that, you know, it's like someone else who's going to end up getting to the quarterback. Let's see. All right. The other linebackers, I'm not excited about Drew Tranquill or Leo Chenal. I mean, Drew Tranquill, he is going to be a starter like this year. Like last year, he was not a starter. He was behind Willie Gay, and he kind of did okay. But I feel like now, like last year, people thought that Tranquill was going to be the starter. He was not. So I was okay getting him, like, if you could get him at a value, but most people were drafting him last year like he was a starter. Now this year, now that he is going to be a starter, I feel like his draft value is just going to go up, and I'm probably not going to want any part of that. I'd rather get, I mean, you get him way later than Nick Bolton, but like Nick Bolton, you're able to get him, I mean, as a double-digit IDP guy, and he should be getting drafted way higher than that. Leo Chenal, super nervous about him. Just kind of feels like a failed experiment so far. I mean, I know it's only been a couple years, but yeah, I'm off. Yeah, I'm off Leo Chenal as far as fantasy goes. And look at Kidda. Leo Chenal was one of PFF's darlings of 2023. And yeah, and maybe it's like a better for real life than better for fantasy, right? I know he had some games, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know why. Man, yeah, it's hard to even put into words because, like, he has all the intangibles, right? Like, I mean, it's not like he got like 10-20% of the snaps. So let's see if he can take a step up. I mean, but that's also why I don't want him, because you probably got to get him higher than what he's worth. But yeah, but maybe a better real life linebacker than fantasy football. We're usually not going for the cornerbacks on any teams, but the Chiefs, I mean, they had L'Jarius Sneed for the longest time, and he's not there anymore. And he was someone who offenses would even like throw the opposite way of him, and he still ended up getting a lot of points. If you're going to take a shot on like one of these guys, like, I mean, maybe, but it's hard to take a shot on some cornerbacks on most teams. Like, it took L'Jarius Sneed a few years for us to really give him that respect to know that he was going to be getting a shitload of tackles. These guys should be putting up a lot of tackles, but I'm not going to go say get them. I mean, it's Josh Williams and Jalen Watson. I'd rather be going out and getting Justin Reed and Brian Cook unless you play in leagues with cornerbacks. Justin Reed was pretty solid last year. Brian Cook, let's see if we can get a little uptick in his tackles. I mean, that's something that should happen, especially with the difference in Snead, because maybe Brian Cook, he's probably going to be a guy who gets thrown over the top in a lot of random situations. And Kidda said Reed's underrated, McDuffie's fine. And for sure. I mean, they got he's going to be Trent McDuffie's going to be the nickel. So that he's the one that I wanted to like save for last. If there's going to be a cornerback who you're going to target there, it probably is going to be Trent McDuffie, right? I really, just like he said, just like Kidda said, Reed's underrated, McDuffie's fine. Solid guys, though. You know, if you're playing the format that we play in, we do defensive linemen. So it's all the defensive linemen jumbled together, then linebackers, and then defensive backs. So more often than not, if you don't have a cornerback spot, you're really not trying to get a cornerback on your squad unless it is the nickel corner. Like those are the guys who are the exception to the rule. The nickel corners, I mean, they're pretty much, it's like a hybrid linebacker and safety, right? I mean, kind of all combined to be that nickel corner. So all in all, I feel like a guy like Drew Tranquill, a guy like Leo Chenal, those guys are going to be overvalued, and I kind of don't want to go for them. Nick Bolton going to be undervalued as far as like how he was going the last couple years. That's really the star on this squad that I'm trying to go for. George Karlaftis and Chris Jones, you can get them kind of late. I'm not really targeting them too much, but those would be the guys on the line who I would be targeting. If you're really, really waiting on defensive linemen. And then Justin Reed and Trent McDuffie, those would be the guys in the defensive back that I would be targeting as well. And so there is KC. Let's jump over to the Chargers. All right, and I'll just take little breaks like in between there. DB's a wash position. Don't draft DB nickel. Dime, your DB position, your offensive bench is more valuable. Yeah. I can get with that. Because it really depends on what DBs you're targeting. And I feel like so many of these guys, like, I mean, it's crazy how guys like, the Patrick Surtains of the world and stuff like that, how they get picked so much higher than some of these other defensive backs just because they got the name. All right. Bull and then Chargers. And we'll save the Raiders for last. We're just going to make Bakes wait on the edge of his seat the whole show. Yeah, and I totally forgot that Willie Gay wasn't with the Chiefs like anymore. Where is he at now? The Saints. Oh, yeah, the Saints is where he's at now. He's going to suck it up over there, too. What up, Crispy, you motherfucker? What up? Yeah, Kid said Chargers such a cheap IDP team this season. Yeah, everyone except Derwin James, right? He's the only one who's valued like any kind of like decent draft capital. Derwin James is the only one. Because even a guy like Joey Bosa, it's crazy. Like Joey Bosa, like I talk shit about anybody who drafts him in the best ball now. It's like if you draft Joey Bosa on your squad, you pretty much lost. You're pretty much lost. Joey Bosa is such a bitch. Begs and saved the best for last. I feel you. What up, Doug? Said I'm in KC at the Harrah's looking for Taylor. Is she there performing? She there performing right now? Oh man, did you guys see the picture of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? And Travis Kelce was the one who was pregnant. Man, let me see if I can find that. That shit was pretty funny. Let's see. Come on. Dang it. Was it only this one or was there another one? But this one looks funny though. Maybe this was the only one. Oh, no. Here's one. Yeah, I swore there was one where they were like on the beach, but here we go. These shits are funny. They're fucking this. People are goofy. The internet remains undefeated again. They're definitely the talk of the town. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. And Bake said you hate Kenneth Murray too. Yep. Sounds like you don't like your hometown squad. No. It has not. See, like, here's the thing. And LA is not my hometown. Okay. LA is not my hometown. I said, here's why. Here's why I have the hate for Ken Murray. And I've told this story a bunch of times. It had to do with the NFL draft. It had to do with the NFL draft and the way that this played out. Okay. And yes, I know Murray's on a different team. We talked about him. He's on the Titans, but I pretty much keep saying that the Titans don't really produce like really good inside linebackers as well. So that's why I'm just like super off Ken Murray and like not buying into the hype that like the couple good games that he had last year makes up for all his entire career being shit besides that. And I don't think that he's going to get better going over to the Titans when the Titans don't really produce like really good interior linebackers. But so no, here's where it comes from Ken Murray though. I said this before, and I'm sure I'm going to bring this up again. In the year that he got drafted, there was 3 linebackers who were like the talk of the town that year. And all 3 guys were supposedly going to be studs. They were all going to get drafted in the first round. And it was Patrick Queen, who I like amongst the bunch, that was the one that I liked the most, Patrick Queen. Now, what the Chargers did, the Chargers traded in front of the Ravens, and then they drafted Ken Murray. Okay, maybe they know something that I don't. Okay, I mean it's total like, you know, I'm not an NFL scout. Patrick Queen was just the one that I liked the most out of him, Ken Murray, and Brooks. And Brooks was the guy I liked. Ken Murray was my number 3 like then. So it made me feel some type of way when the Chargers jumped up in front of the Ravens to draft the guy who I liked the 3rd most. And then Patrick Queen went right after, and then Jordan Brooks went right after that. And I was like, Chargers probably could have got Ken Murray like 3rd, like without jumping up. And that's just like the thing that I thought like right then. And Ken Murray starts like as a rookie. Jordan Brooks does not. So like right out the gate, it looks like I might have been wrong. But then you look and it's like it's KJ Wright who's against Jordan Brooks, and it's the last year of his contract. So, you know, you hope that they don't go get anybody else. And that Jordan Brooks is going to be a guy who steps on the field with Bobby Wagner year 2. He did. Ken Murray, except for a handful of games last year, sucked the first 5 years of his career. And I'm not going to I'm not gonna get anything you're not gonna hear anything but hate from me on Murray because he's still going way too high. Peace out, Jamie. We'll catch you later, bro. Kid said Titans aren't gonna own time possession anymore. Tackles might be there now. I mean, this is going back a lot farther than just when Derrick Henry was there. This is like there's certain teams that produce inside linebackers and there's certain teams that don't. And Titans are one of those teams that just really do not. And maybe it's their defensive scheme. Like, I don't fucking know. Like they have been a little bit tougher in the middle of their defensive line for a while. Maybe that's the reason why the linebackers, the interior linebackers don't eat over there. But I'm talking before pretty much as long as I've been playing fantasy football, like the middle interior linebackers for the Titans are just never a thing. You know, said made it perfect time and back in time for Junior Colson. I'm hit this bowl, then we're gonna get to it. And what up, Johnny? Said, listen while I get some work done. Appreciate you, bro. And Tina said, my bad. I'm like 3 minutes behind the video. I'm late. Nope, because we didn't start yet. A little bit of a break in between while I talk some shit with the chat. Then we're going to smoke this bowl. Then we're getting to the Chargers. So you're good, Tino. You made it just in time. Johnny said, salutes all around. Salute 420 crew. Chargers. Well, maybe I'll save this because I got to get my shit talking in about the Chargers. Yeah, we want all the Chargers shit talking on wax. So everybody remembers I'm not fucking with the Chargers. All right. And here we go. Let's jump over here to the Los Angeles Chargers. And, of course, the top dog on the Chargers is still Derwin James. Pretty much the only one who's being drafted with any kind of value. Everybody else on the Chargers, very, very blah as far as like where they're getting drafted. And for good reason as well. Guy who's been drafted very high for a huge portion of his career and didn't deserve it is Joey Bosa. Stay away from Joey Bosa. He always gets hurt. I know he's in a contract year. Always figures out a way to get hurt. Just stay away from Joey Bosa. The linebackers, who I'm a little bit excited about, especially because of where you draft them. It ain't Khalil Mack, because if you're in a league with Crispy, he's going to jump up and grab Khalil Mack before you. And Khalil Mack just had that one game last year where it was like he had 6 sacks in one game. So if you get him on your squad, just play him versus the Raiders. That's it. You only got to play him like 2 games throughout the season. And hopefully he just kills it for those 2 games for you. But no, I'm excited for Denzel Perryman for one. I think a lot of people don't even realize that Denzel Perryman moved over to the Chargers. He'll be that guy, I feel, who leads the Chargers, assuming health, that he's going to lead the team in in tackles, lead the Chargers in tackles. Junior Colson. I know our man Tino is out there right now saying that's the guy. That's the guy who's going to lead the Chargers in tackles. It could be Junior Colson, but I don't think just as a rookie, he's going to come on there and just absolutely kill it, be in the, 100 solo tackle category. But Junior Colson, he is one of the rookie linebackers that I like this year. Him and Edrin Cooper were probably like the 2 biggest ones. Pause. But yeah, Junior Colson, let's see if Jim Harbaugh, let's see if he's going to get Junior Colson to play just as hard for him in the pros as he did in college. And someone who you can get, someone who super good last year, because like you pretty much got him just off the waiver wire, like out of nowhere. What up, Matt? Got him off the waiver wire out of nowhere. Alohi Gilman. Still, you're going to be able to go get him for like nothing in these drafts. And I know we're mostly trying to target the strong safeties, but Alohi Gilman, he's one of those ones, those free safeties, man. He gets a lot of tackles, very, very consistent. I mean, the upside, he doesn't have like Derwin James upside, but a guy who can get you easily 10 to 15 points a game, most games out. Yeah, easily he's doing that. We're talking IDP 1, 2, 3 scoring, IDP 1, 2, 3 scoring. But yeah, Alohi Gilman, he's probably the one that I will have the most of. Well, I probably have more Denzel Perryman, because Denzel Perryman you're going to be able to get for like nothing as well. Denzel Perryman you're probably going to be able to get with legit your last draft pick in your draft with IDP. And so I'll probably have more Perryman than anything, but Alohi Gilman, I feel like I'll have second most, because you're going to be able to get him for almost nothing as well. He's going to be really good bench depth. And I bet early that the Chargers offense struggles and they're going to be on the field a little bit more anyways. So yeah, guy I like, Alohi Gilman. I like it. The lineman for the Chargers, I mean, we talked about Joey Bosa. I mean, he's like an outside linebacker, but I know most people kind of just think of him as a lineman. I'm not targeting any one of the linemen over here for the Chargers. I say don't waste your time. There's a lot better guys that you can get. And Asante Samuel, someone who in real life is a fucking beast at the cornerback position. Teams are not straying away from him necessarily. So someone who can get a lot of tackles. If I was going to get a cornerback over there, I mean, I'm not going to stray away from a guy like Asante Samuel, like super late. He's got big playability. He makes the tackles as well. That would be someone who I'd be okay targeting, especially if you play in a league where you start cornerbacks. All right, there's the Chargers. We're jumping over to the Broncos next. All right. Let me take a little break. Yeah, Bakes. He moved because he only signed. Perriman only signed a 1-year deal with the Texans. When you start getting up there, like you start pushing 30, like you're only getting 1 or 2 year deals. And yep, it's Henry H2O time over there. They weren't keeping Denzel Perriman around with Henry H2O waiting to get the starting spot to start the season. What up, Brian? He said, I think Jerome Ford finished as the top 24. Do you think that's too spicy of a take? Nah, that's not too spicy of a take because top 24 for running backs isn't even that good. Like if he finishes somewhere between the 20 and the 24 range, I mean, sometimes those could be league winners, but it's like only if they're killing it in the second half of the season, you know? So no, that's not too spicy of a take. Tino said, where'd Chop go? Didn't Chop go to the Dolphins? Let me go check. Pretty sure he went to the Dolphins. Yep. Yes, sir. Went to the Dolphins. Yeah, when we talk about the AFC East, definitely going to be talking about him. Nice late player that you can get. Like him more for Dynasty. Derek said, don't blame Crispy, though. He caught on to what I was doing. Derek. Crispy said, motherfucker, why would I copy off a loser? I think you and Derek are the only managers in last year's tournament that had multiple teams make it into the money, if I'm not mistaken. I think each of you guys had 2, and nobody else had 2 besides you guys make it into the money last year. Yeah, Kid said Max okay qualifies as a DL. I mean, that's only on Sleeper, but yeah, only on Sleeper. Crispy said, I'm taking Mac in the 20s now. About time you listen, Crispy. Kid said thing with the top 24 RBs, there are actually very few points between 20 and 36 for RBs. Yeah, because I mean, you get to this point where it's like some guys are in that range because of injury. You know, some of the guys are in that range because of an injury that they stepped in for somebody, you know. So it's like there's so much the running backs are just so volatile. For redraft, it's just like the running backs suck. The running backs suck as long as you have one good one. As long as you have one good one, I feel like you can still win a championship as long as you have one good one, and as long as you only start 2. Because I feel like that second running back spot is just like a revolving door more often than not, anyways. Whether it's your guy getting hurt or someone else getting hurt, and then like you come up on the starting running back via waiver wire. And Derek said, I'm the only one that had 2. Okay, maybe I was wrong about that. I swore Crispy had 2 that were in there as well. Let me go check. Let me go check. What the hell is it? Oh, Derek is right. He remembers that. Derek is right. He was the only one. Crispy just had 1 in there. That's funny. He was out of the AFC division. Crispy couldn't get in there with his NFC team. And Critta Checkered flags. Checkered flags. Derek said, I don't forget Jack. And Kenneth said, I'm the only one who won. And Matt said, would you be on later? Yeah, so we got a best ball draft today. If anybody wants to join the best ball draft today, let me throw the link in. It is. I'm going to be in this one. It's the Surf Ninjas division. One of my favorite movies of all time. The best ball draft going to be starting at 6 p.m. tonight. Join up. So this week we got Monday, Wednesday drafts. Because tomorrow I'm actually going. I'm gonna go see the Caitlin Clark and the Aces. Let's see what's happening. I'm gonna try to live stream if I can from down there. Chris, we said, am I the only one that looks at the other players drafted by other managers for research in this racket? I mean, we literally do. We literally do the grades after that. Like, everyone should be paying attention to that kind of stuff. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. And then we got peace out, Matt. We'll catch you later, brother. And then we got some dynasty leagues filling right now as well. We got a single QB. Let me see. Where is it? How many spots left? So actually we have a single QB at filled, but there's some people who are being a little bit shaky on paying. So we may have some people who we need replacements for over there. We got 6 spots left in a super flex offense only. And then we got a super flex IDP filling up, and that one actually filled, but there's like half the league that are being super shaky on paying as well. So we may need some people to jump in and get it going. These are all $30 dynasties. Real cheap, getting some peeps involved. The $30 Superflex IDP leagues. I'm excited about those because there's a handful of people who are brand new to IDP. And I know that there's a lot of people who get involved in IDP leagues, and then you go into a league where it's like super shitty settings and it like totally turns people off. And nope, Tino, we're halfway through. We got the Broncos and the Raiders to go. I feel like those ones will be a little bit quicker. Raiders will be super quick, right, Bakes? Scrubby ass Raiders defense. Yeah, and I'm not excited about I'm not excited about too many people on the Broncos. So yeah, I mean this should be really quick. And I do think the Broncos are the worst out of all 4. Like for IDP, like the least amount of IDP players on any of the teams. I think the Broncos are the worst for this division. Oh. Let's see. Doug said, are gummies allowed in KC? Probably THCA gummies and the Delta gummies for sure. I don't know how much I don't know where KC lies on weed being recreational out there. Giants say we may need some more in the number 8. Still got 4 to 5 that joined before me, but yeah, but don't seem to be active. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. That's the Superflex IDP that I'm talking about. Got a few flakes over there. And who knows? Maybe they're not flakes, but they are as of now. Because I pretty much said as long as you communicate with the chat, I'm not I wouldn't just kick people out, but it's the people who don't communicate like at all. It's like, yeah, you gotta get rid of you guys. And it's always bullshit because there's always those guys who they don't communicate for days and days and days and days. And then all of a sudden they get replaced. And then we start the draft. And then as soon as that happens, oh, what? Why? And like, you didn't even pay, motherfucker. Like, what are you waiting for? All right, here we go. Big said, let me know if the Superflex IDP has a flake. I can jump in if necessary. For sure. Johnny said Broncos, Singleton onto the Raiders. One other guy. No, actually a couple guys. All right. Here we go. We are moving on to the Denver Broncos and Alex Singleton. Draft him. Don't worry about anybody else. All right, we're moving on to the Raiders. Just kidding. But Alex Singleton definitely is the top dog of this team right now. One of the new faces over here is Cody Barton, another inside linebacker who I'm very excited because you literally get him for free. So like he's going to be bench depth. Like he's not someone you're going to be drafting as a starter or anything. I mean, he might be like legit the last IDP guy that you draft. Broncos offense should suck and their defense should be on the field a lot. And that's one of the characteristics that we like to go along with our IDP players. So if that ends up being the case, that their offense just sucks, that means their defense should be on the field just for a really good percentage of time compared to other teams. So yeah, Alex Singleton, Cody Barton. Alex Singleton, you're gonna have to pay up for a little bit because I know he's being drafted at least as a top 24 linebacker. Cody Barton, like I said, you might be able to get him legit with like one of your last picks in your draft. So that's why I like him over there. Zach Allen, that is someone, he's moved around a lot. And well, I mean, not a lot, but he was on the Cardinals, and he was on the come up over there and comes over here to Denver. I really feel like if you want a super, super late, like type of DL, like, I mean, it would be someone, if I drafted Zach Allen, I'm drafting him with one of my last draft picks, and he might even start like on my team, but he would get like 1 or 2 games. And then if he doesn't do good, we're probably just moving on from him, getting someone else. John Franklin Myers, kind of excited about him because you can get him super late. Like all of these guys have the same thing in common. Their offense is going to suck more than likely. I mean, we think their offense is going to suck, right? So they should just be on the field a bunch. I mean, if you're playing from behind, it's going to be hard to just rush the QB like all the time. But either way, these guys are guys who you're able to get for free. So that's the only reason that I'd really be considering them. Let's see. Patrick Surtain, he's going way too early. Like for me, like a lot of guys just, it seems like they're going way too early. He's definitely one of them. We try not to get the cornerbacks anyways. We want to target the strong safeties as much as possible. And Caden Stearns, I don't know. I mean, we've been going after the same guy on the Denver Broncos as far as like in their DB spots, and he's not there. He's not there anymore. So Caden Stearns, I mean, maybe he's a guy that should be on the field a bunch. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to bring him up in the pocket. No fucking idea. So he'd be a guy I probably would not be drafting. I would just be on my radar as someone who, if he does good in week 1 or week 2, probably going to be swooping him up because we do know there's usually one good safety. I mean, for a lot of times it was the free safety when it came to the Broncos, but there's usually one good safety on a lot of these teams who's getting a lot of the tackles. Let's pay attention in the first couple weeks, see who it is over here. Jonathan Cooper, Baron Browning, those would be guys if you play in super, super deep leagues. Like maybe I might try to roster one of them because their offense sucks. Okay, same. He got the same things going for him that the other guys do here. Cooper would be the guy over Baron who I'd be targeting if I'm going that deep. I mean, you got to be starting 9-10 guys, if you're going that deep. If you can start a handful of linebackers, maybe Jonathan Cooper is a guy who I get into the mix. Probably more of a dynasty guy than redraft. All right, there we have it. There is the Broncos. I just like to talk, so we got a couple minutes out of the Broncos. But yeah, for the most part, the Broncos defense is going to be trash. They're going to have a couple IDP players that are going to be worth grabbing, though. That's always how it works. All right, there we go. Hey, Jake in the house. What up? Derek said Justin Herbert said Ladd McConkey has picked up the offense so easily this offseason. I hope so. Johnny said Sanders' Achilles was super sad. Which Sanders we talking about? Derek said it was unlikely the Jets signed Hassan Reddick to an extension before the start of the offseason. Yeah, I did not think so. I think he's a guy who's there for 1 year and that's it. Calvin Watkins reports CD Lamb is not expected to report to training camp without a new contract. I hope that helps CD Lamb drop a little bit in our drafts. That'd be cool. Oh, damn. What's Sanders? Drew Sanders. Yeah. Yep. Drew Sanders. Sad story, right? Because him and Trenton Simpson, we were just like, those were the guys. Now it's just going to be Trenton Simpson. So don't forget the Trenton Simpson hype train. It starts here. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? That'll never get old. All right. Tina said, how long till training camp? A month? Yes. I mean, we're exactly a month away from the Hall of Fame game. The Hall of Fame game is on August 1st. So how long is training camp before the Hall of Fame game? I feel like for the teams in the Hall of Fame game, it starts 2 weeks before that. But I think for the teams who aren't in the Hall of Fame game, I think it starts 1 week before that. So I think we're, not even a month. I think we're weeks. We're like 3 weeks away. Maybe 3 weeks and some change, but let me see. Let's go see. When does NFL training camp start? It says the preseason will begin August 1st. But then it says July 29th is when the NFL starts covering 12 hours of training camp live per day. Now we got another one, July 22nd, or the first scheduled day of, July 22nd, I think officially, but I think it's only the teams that are in the Hall of Fame game that come on that day, or that come then. So legit 3 weeks, less than 4 weeks away, Pretty cool. Here we go. Last and final team, we got the Raiders, and we already know who the big dog is on the Raiders. It is Max Crosby. That's the guy. You want him on your squad, you better be paying up because he's always going as a top 10 guy for sure, and that's me being even, a little bit lenient on that. I mean, a lot of times he's a top 5 guy who's getting drafted. The new guy over there, old face, new place, Christian Wilkins. He is going so late. I know he got an insane bag, for the NFL. He's the interior defensive lineman. So I know a lot of people in IDP world were not targeting interior defensive linemen, but he is solid. He gets to the quarterback as well. And that's one of those things that if you get to the quarterback, I don't care if you play outside. I don't care if you play inside. Like, those are guys who we want to get as depth. And so Christian Wilkins is going to be a great defensive line depth piece for a lot of people, or you just draft him hella late and then he's your second starter, like as your defensive line. If you got 2 defensive linemen like we play in 90% of the IDP leagues that I host. The linebackers, Robert Spillane, I mean, that's the guy that we want. You get him so late. And all he does is produce. So Robert Spillane, I mean, that's the guy who I'm most excited about, is him. Like, that's the guy who I'm probably going to have the most shares of out of everybody. because you're able to wait so long. And he's just a beast, man. He puts up a shitload of points. And outside of him, Divine Diablo, I mean, that would be the other guy. Really not a fan of Luke Masterson. We're leaving him there for someone who's foolish enough to go grab him. But yeah, Robert Spillane, Divine Diablo, those would be the two linebackers who I'd be targeting over here. Trayvon Moehrig, he's all right. Let's see if we can get a little bit of an uptick this year compared to last year. Marcus Epps, probably not messing with him at all. Mike Epps, a strange son over there. The guy who I'd be getting would be Nate Hobbs. Like, that's the guy. Like, Nate, there's not too many games where Nate was going under 10 points. So, like, you talk about a super, super consistent, like, cornerback. And Tino said Nate Hobbs basically got the whole right side. Yeah, look at that. He's locked in there as their right cornerback and as their nickel back. And because they move him around like that, he just gets a lot of tackles like that. That's the cool thing about him. Like, if you play an IDP 1, 2, 3, very few games does he go under 10 points. So, I mean, a safe floor. Doesn't have a super high ceiling, but he's been known to get a couple 20-point games here and there. He's just like a really safe floor. And Beg said, yeah, he's so expensive, but worth it. Mad Max is the GOAT. Yeah, Johnny said Nate Hobbs is a G when he's not hurt. Yeah, because that's one of his downfalls for sure. He lays the wood when he hits, and that's one of those things. He gets the brunt of it sometimes as well. Because, yeah, when they got him at nickel, whoever's going over the middle, he's the guy who's got to get him. Tino said, we only got 10 guys on the field. Don't worry, Nate Hobbs is there. Yeah, and Nate Hobbs going super, super late. So that's, yeah, super, super late. He's a great DB. Doesn't matter if you play in leagues with cornerbacks or not. He's one of those DBs you want to add as some bench depth. You're not going to have to draft him as a starter. So that's one of the best things about most of these guys on the Raiders. Really, the only guy who you're not going to draft as bench depth on the Raiders is Max Crosby. Everybody else, you're able to get hella late. And Chris said he lays that wood as well. Big pause. All right, so here we go. Everybody who's watching live, hang out with us. We're ending the IDP divisional breakdown video here for the AFC. If you AFC West, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this on replay, hit that subscribe button. There are very few channels that are going to be bringing you any kind of IDP information, so make sure you stay here. During the season, you're going to be able to come in for Q&As, ask your IDP questions along with offensive questions. So if it's your first time here, smash that subscribe and hit the bell, turn on the notifications, and we'll see you guys for the AFC North IDP divisional breakdown video. That's the one coming next. And there we go. Boom. Knocked out IDP AFC West edition. There we go. Who are you guys most excited for in the AFC West as far as an IDP player goes? And it could be because you think that he is going to because he's going to because you can get him late, or just because they're going to finish as a top dog. All right. Because for me, it's Nick Bolton. He's just going so late compared to like what he has been the last couple years. Like, that's like the best thing about him. Like, legit had to get him as a top 4 IDP option, like in at least the last 2 years. It was the year before that when he was when he was a rookie, right? Rookie or second, I can't remember when it was. Might be mixing up the years, but it's for sure been like the last 2 years where we've had to get him super fucking high. And yeah, the AFC West IDPs do suck for sure. For sure. We're gonna have, I feel like we're gonna have a lot more in the AFC North who we're excited about. That's the next division that we're doing. Colson, I've never seen Harbaugh draft a shitty linebacker. I mean, come on, man. Like, tell me the linebackers that he drafted. Okay. Tell me the linebackers that he drafted. That's what I want to hear, because I don't even know. I mean, was he like, did he draft Greenlaw? Like who? I mean, it's not like he drafted Patrick Willis or anything over there. Tell me who Harbaugh, tell me the linebackers that Harbaugh drafted. Because, yeah, I really don't even know. And Chris, who are some of the we talked NBA free agency in the beginning of the show. Who are some of the free agents that you like some of the landing spots that you like, whether it's the Paul Georges of the world or some of the role players of the world? What do you think about James Harden staying with the Clip Show? What? Tino said Bowman, Willis, and Greenlaw. What? Okay, let's go see. I don't believe that. Because I don't believe he was there for all of those years when those guys got drafted. Where? 2011 to 2014. Okay, 2011 to 2014. Okay, Paul George made the Sixers a contender for sure. I mean, that was a huge ass move. And then who was the other dude that went there? Maxey? Like, how does, I mean, they gave him a shitload of money too, right? And it was after Paul George made his decision. Is that part of why you say they made him a contender, or just Paul George in general? Yeah, there's no way Patrick Willis was drafted while Harbaugh was there. No fucking way. Yeah, Patrick Willis was drafted in 2007. You might be right though about Navarro Bowman and both Greenlaw. Yeah, Maxey. Okay, and he said Chris Paul's about to upgrade, help Wembley upgrade. Okay, I mean Wembley's a beast. Let's see what Chris Paul does. Navarro Bowman 2010. So nope, Harbaugh was not there for that either. But the the legend grows with Jim Harbaugh and all the linebackers they drafted. And Dre Greenlaw was drafted in 2019. So literally Harbaugh did not draft any of them. Nope. It was 2011 through 2014. So Harbaugh didn't draft one of those three. I mean, those are three insanely fucking good linebackers. And I thought you might have been right on Navarro Bowman. But Navarro Bowman got there a year before. So Harbaugh inherited Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. And that still might be one of the best linebacker tandems like in NFL history. Like that tandem is just fucking insane. Insane. So yeah, tell me about these linebackers that Jim Harbaugh is drafting. Johnny said Bolton and Hobbs for me because of their values. Bolton went from round 8 to round 15. Yeah, for sure. And said I just got Hobbs at the 31-11. Yeah, see, I mean, you're getting, I mean, a guy like Hobbs you're getting for free. And Nick Bolton, you're getting him so late that it seems like he's free compared to where you had to get him the last couple years. Tino said maybe didn't draft, but he coached some grades. For sure. For sure. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, he didn't coach Greenlaw. Probably seen to OKC, a fun move. Clippers just being the Clippers. And you say that because they because they didn't re-sign Paul George. I mean, they would have had to give him the bag for sure. And it seems like James Harden, I don't know, 35 a year. I mean, it seems like a deal for a guy like James Harden. Maybe James Harden just a little bit older. at this point. I don't know. And he also can't get it done when it really counts. Jack Jones going to become an early CJ Gardner-Johnson. You think so? You think so? Jack Jones plays cornerback, though. I mean, at least as far as I know, because I don't know who the fuck Jack Jones is. So outside of just seeing him on the depth chart, I don't know who he is. Is he going to play safety somewhere? Or is he, you're just saying he's going to be that good of a cornerback? I'm glad we finally got some other sports news to talk about that wasn't like the WNBA, though. Because I know after maybe this first week of free agency in the NBA, I know it's probably going to be pretty blah for a little bit. Why not give the bag to PG and then when they gave it to Kawhi not to play? Yeah. Is Kawhi still on the Clippers? I mean, I know he's not playing, but is he still on the Clippers officially? Let's see. Yeah. Like, when is he even supposed to come back? Is he coming back, like, ever? Or is it like, because what was his injury? Yeah, what the hell was it? Played this year, hurt in the playoffs. Yeah. Didn't do nothing with it anyways. Last 3 years, yeah, it's pretty much like every year he's just getting hurt, right? He hasn't been the same ever since he won that chip with the Raptors. I bet Emil fucking loved that. Had to. So I feel like the Raptors haven't been good since like Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady days. And I don't even remember if they were competing for a championship or if they were just super dope because they had those two. And you know. All right. Yeah, who else? Where do you think Clay's going, Chris? That was one of the questions someone asked earlier. I said I hate it, but I think he's going to the Lakers. Emil said send him to the Raptors. Yeah, where do you think Clay's going? And give me a couple other predictions you got on some of the other on some of the last big name free agents and where you think they're gonna go. He said hopefully LA. I mean, after LeBron said he's gonna take less to bring him over there, maybe the Mavs. Okay. Yeah, Mavs definitely don't have enough pieces. Yeah, Clay would be Clay'd be a big addition for the Mavs. I mean, Clay could be a big addition for anybody if he can still as long as he can stay healthy. I mean, really that's what it comes to. He's old. When he's old ass motherfuckers, like man, Clay's like ancient in the NBA now. And how old is he? Clay is 34. And yeah, seems old as fuck in in NBA years at this point. But yeah, LeBron said LeBron opted out of the player contract. Is that what happened? Opted out of that. And I think it's so he can take less, is why I think they say that he opted out. So I'm curious to see what they do. And he said crazy, everyone plays to 45. I know, but I just mean like and not everyone, but yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, it just seems like Clay's been there forever though, and he has. I mean, he's been there more than 10 years, and it's just I don't know. He's not the same. Giants said Lakers would be perfect. They love bringing in shells of former great players. And I mean, I get wherever Clay goes, he's starting, right? 22 million less. Whoa. They're still playing, but you're just getting way less money. It's suspicious. They played 40 years. Well, because that's the I mean, NBA is different, right? Because like not everybody could play in the like, I mean, not everyone could play in any sport in general, but it's like you have to be a certain size to like be an NBA player, you know? Like, I mean, there's not too many guys who are under 6 feet who are like, you know, just dominant forever and play 20 years, you know, like there's going to be more guys who are over 6'5" who are in that category for sure. And probably even then, probably like the 6'6" through 6'9" crowd. And I don't know.
69.
That's just how it feels.
Kids.
And yeah, and that's what some of these guys like. It just, I mean, look at Kevin Love. Like, how old is Kevin Love now? He just got signed. He just got signed to a 2-year, 10 mil. How old's this motherfucker? Damn, he's only 35. He's just damn. Like you look at his pictures and shit, and he's got like gray fucking. He's got like gray patches going down his sides, and yeah, that's crazy, man. He looks old as fuck. He's 35 years old. Christopher said eating those avocados like Brady. Yeah. And the NBA, like no matter what, there's just it's you know, one of the softer leagues out there, man. So your body can hold up. Body can hold up. But yeah, Kevin Love, where the hell did he go? He went to the Heat. Went to the Heat 2 years, 8 mil, man. I mean, that's not even role player money in the NBA. Yeah, that's like last ditch effort contract. You're gonna be the guy who maybe gets, I don't know. How many minutes is the guy who's only getting 4 mil? You know, do they get? I mean, that could be like a 5 to 10 minute guy right there. Pause. Tina said, how's Brady Buffer at 40 than 18? Al Horford's my favorite NBA old man these days. Man, Al Horford's been around forever. $38. 38. He's ancient. He's ancient. Yeah, not a Celtics fan. Was happy to see him get a ring. Hell yeah, he's been around forever, right? No wonder I have a baby face when I shave. I fucking love avocados, fountain of youth. Hell yeah, man. Remember Uncle Jesse? He used to talk about the face mask that he would put on at night, and mayo and avocado. I think those were the two of the main ingredients. Little mayonnaise, little avocado. All right, what else? Before we get out of here, don't forget to go join the best ball fast draft that's going down tonight. I'm gonna go post it in Patreon, but it's Surf Ninjas. Surf Ninjas. Come on, guys. You don't want to miss this one. 6 p.m. West Coast time tonight. $11 buy-in. You don't want to miss it. Going to be super fun. I'm going to be streaming this. We might even get a couple clips from Surf Ninjas to play while we're live. Ernie Reyes Jr., star of the movie, star of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Oh yeah, we all remember Kino. Woo. And let's see. Tina said, I heard you can take a trip to Mexico in the off season, get some of the best avocados in the planet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Got to thank all of our producers of the show, all of our 420 Crew Patreon members. We got the All Access members. We got the Elite members. We got the Superstar members. We got the Ultimate members. I appreciate you guys. It's you guys who are help putting on this whole production, and I appreciate you. If you guys want to become producers of the show, you go to 420crew.com and you sign up as a superstar member, an elite member, an all access member, or an ultimate member over there on 420crew.com. Lots of things come with the membership, so make sure you read all the things that you get. I'm gonna have some raffles coming up here, and gonna be right when we get started with the preseason. We're going to be getting some kind of raffle going, and I'm sure start of the season we'll be getting some kind of raffle going, and they're usually monthly. Johnny says, truly a Rob Schneider masterpiece. What? They look like dinosaur eggs. Okay, got the best avocados in Kern County. There we go. Oh, yeah. Surf Ninjas. Rob Schneider masterpiece. Leslie Nielsen, of course, for sure. Yes, kill them. Kill them immediately. Oh, man. Leslie Nielsen, such a savage in that movie. Crispy said avocados with a special brown sauce. You savage, Crispy. Crispy loves that sauce, though. He does. All right. What else? What else before we get out of here? Dynasty leagues going down. Redraft leagues. Who's ready for the redraft leagues? Because those are going to be coming. We're probably going to start. We might be doing some redraft leagues that the drafts actually start happening soon, and I feel like I'm going to start some WWF dynasties just so we could do the Royal Rumble for the draft order for some of the redraft leagues. We got the 32-man league, the Marvel Multiverse of Madness. I think there's 8 or 9 spots left. The draft is going to start in the beginning of August for that one, so still a month away. There's only a couple spots open in the first Guillotine League. I think I'm going to host 2 Guillotine Leagues. Both are going to be $33. So you want to make sure to get into those. That's like Fantasy Survivor. It is super fun. Every single week, whoever's the lowest scoring team, their team gets chopped and thrown right back into the waiver wires. And everyone starts with $1,000 fab. Super, super fun. What else? What other ones do we got? We got vampire leagues. That's the one where there's one vampire every single week. Whoever goes up against the vampire, if the vampire wins, they get to snatch a player off your team. It's pretty much a 1-for-1 trade, and vampire can send anybody to you, and they can take anybody from you. I'm gonna have one of those with IDP, and then one without. Let's see, the 3 QB leagues. Those ones are fucking awesome, where you start 2 QBs plus a super flex. The vampires are 10 teamers. The 3 QBs are 10 teamers as well. Those ones are super, super fun. The draft just completely different than any draft you've ever done before, because the QBs are valued like nobody's business. There's going to be 3 QB leagues with offense only, and then 3 QB leagues that's going to have IDP as well. There's going to be at least 2 auction leagues going down. We're going to have one Superflex offense only, where I'm the reigning champ. And then we got the auction Superflex IDP, where Crispy is the reigning champ over there. Those ones are going to be fun. The auction leagues are always super fun. And then my patented Debo Snatch a Chain leagues, the forced trade leagues. There's one that is Superflex offense only. Then another one Superflex IDP. That's like a vampire league on steroids, because every single week, whoever wins, you get to force a trade with your opponent. Any player for any player. It's going to be insane. It is going to be insane. You have some of the biggest players moving from team to team every single week. That one's not for the weak at heart. You got to win. You got to win. And Tina said the beef in Mexico makes you buffer. Ask Carmelo. Ask Carnello. Yeah. Big Sam getting in that Debo league again. Almost made it to the chip last year. Yeah, those leagues are fun. It is they're tough though. They are tough, that's for sure. And pretty much all of these leagues are $55 buy-ins. Yeah, the only one that's not is the Guillotine League. Those are 33. And yeah, the 32 man league, that one's a $55 buy-in. And let me see. Let me read out. Let's read out the payouts on that one. Because we need to get some more people in. Come claim your spots, guys. Come claim your spots. So we got, so for first place, you're getting 700. Second place, 200. Third place, 100. Fourth place, 50. There's $50 prizes for the best regular season record. Most points in the regular season. That's also 50. Each division winner gets $50. So just making it as the division winner, you're getting $50. And then $50 is going to be for the consolation bracket. So this year, if you make it into the top 16, you at least got a shot at least $50. Because yeah, before we didn't have anything for the consolation bracket. So now it's going to be each division winner, that's seeds 1 through 4, just like the playoffs. And then the next 4 best records after that, those are the teams that are in there. And let me see. And then it's 9 through 16. 9 through 16. That's the consolation bracket. So we still need we got 9 spots open. 9 spots open. So we need you guys to join. This one, let me see. I don't know if I could do this one. No, I can't do this one on 100-yard rush. This one actually gets randomized through Sleeper, which I really hate, but sucks, kind of the only way to do it with that one. Unless we're going to do like a WWF Royal Rumble, but that would be insanity. Everybody picking their wrestler and then keeping up with the wrestlers and who goes out where. That'd be insane. Yeah, we got it's gonna be a fun league. This is the third year in existence for the Marvel Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, who's in this one? We got Bakes is in this one, Songs in this one, Crispy's in this one, Ghost Monkey, Chaotic, Big Tons, Songs in this one. What up, Song? Said I'm late at work. All good, brother. I'm gonna smoke one more bowl and get out of here. Be on the lookout for the IDP divisional depth chart breakdown, AFC West edition. I'm gonna edit the video after I get off of this, but I recorded it on this show. All right. But yeah, we need 9 more. 9 more in the Marvel Multiverse of Madness. Crispy said, funny thing about me winning the IDP auction is I never mocked. That one just shows how much I've learned from Huss on IDP. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just do so many drafts, like shit. I mean, the amount of drafts that most people have done for the best ball, I mean, that would blow the amount of mock drafts that most people do anyways. So I really feel like we've almost evolved past mock drafting. Like it is going to be fun. You know, we'll do a mock draft for auction because that's just like fun to do. And yeah, but yeah, we got to get more mock drafts coming. It's like July is mock draft season. We just do so many best balls. It's like better than a mock draft. Woo. All right. Bake said mock draft Monday. We could bring it back. Well, today we got a best ball draft today. This one I'm going to stream this one, but maybe we can start mock draft Monday next week. And I'll be back to we'll be back to the Tuesday, Thursday. We'll be back to the Tuesday, Thursday. And yeah, so if you'd be off at 6. So do you always have the same schedule every week? Because I'm down to make mock draft Monday a thing and just keep doing different mock drafts. And if you're always off at 6, we can make it a 6:30 start time. Woo. Rocking for 2 hours. For 2 hours. Killer. All right. Woo. All right, perfect. So yeah, mock draft Mondays starting next week, 6:30 p.m. West Coast time. We'll figure it out what we're going to do for the first one. All right, let's go. Appreciate all you guys rocking. Chat was super, super lit. Big said just got promoted, so I'll be doing more OT on the weekends. Nice. Hopefully hopefully you get Sundays off during the season, or at least a good portion of Sundays. But either way, we'll be live on Rumble, and now we'll be playing the Sunday ticket. We'll be doing our own commentary. It's gonna be super fun. All right. Woo! 2 hours in the books. Appreciate you guys rocking. Yeah, be on the lookout on Patreon. I'm gonna go post about the best ball leagues, and we'll get the dynasties going. And I'm gonna start creating a bunch of redraft leagues. We're getting people in, but yeah, it all starts with the Marvel multiverse of madness. Oh yeah, let's get it. All right, we will see you guys a little bit later today for the best ball fast draft. Peace out.
Defense on me. I don't want them to gain another yard. You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the